The moose. The moose is loose. What is up, guys? Another video showing you guys my new setup, the Moose blank. And I am really impressed, guys, with this. I'm going to tell you. I'm really impressed with the shape. It's a really beautiful classic 80s style fish shape. And I don't know, I think Moose did a great job on this. And to me, it's worthy. This blank is worthy of any pro's artwork, in my opinion. But I mean, you could just see this thing. Beautiful modern concave, beautiful classic tail with some flair to it. You know, you can see it flares out. It's about 8 1/4. About 8 1/4 at this point. And you can see the flare on the tail. Beautiful, beautiful. Little scoop nose. Gotta love it. Gotta love that scoop. It's just, I keep it simple, guys, but very effective. And the deck is highly functional, you know. But yeah, man, I'm really impressed. Really impressed with these Moose decks. Apparently, they're coming out of, from what I hear, they're coming out of one of the best wood shops in Quebec, Canada. So that's a huge plus. And, you know, Canadian maple, can't go wrong with the Canadian maple 7-ply. You know, feels great in hand. It looks better in person, guys, believe me, than when you see them online. I got it from TGM. When you see it online, it just, like, the nose especially looks very round, and it's not. It has a nice taper to it, you know. Really nice taper to it. And, you know, with that scoop, you get your foot on there. Just really nice. Really fun deck. Really fun. I'm not sure about the wheelbase. I know it's short. It's kind of like 14-ish. It's about a 14, but yeah, it just looks and feels better in your hand. It's got good reviews, so I went with it. Had my eye on it, and yeah, so just put it together not long ago, and I went back to the Core trucks, and you know, Core actually surprised me because not only were the standards, when I got my first deck, that puppy over there, the Caballero, I got it complete, and like I said, keeping it budget friendly and just looking to upgrade as needed. So I had all the intentions in the world to ditch the Core trucks, you know, but I gave them a shot, and they were, you know, they worked well. They were all the truck that I need personally. So I was like, you know what? A USA company. I hear the trucks are produced, you know, they're made in the USA, the materials, everything USA. So I was like, that's a plus, man. What the hell? I'll support. You got Core sticking out on the metal. I like that little touch. Nice. And like I said, they made an upgraded version of their standards. Here you got the hollows. So you got the hollow Kingpin. And now the Kingpin's actually the right height. And you got plenty of clearance. So that's a whole lot of plus in my booklet, man. You know? So it's just the right height now. The standards, the Kingpin was flush with the hanger. It was really weird. Really weird. So, but yeah, so I went back with the Cores. These are 6.0s. These are the Core 6.0s. They're 8.75 from tip to tip, axle to axle tip, and 6-inch hangers. I went with the 6.0s on this deck. This is 10 by 30. This is a 10 by 30. It gets 10 inches at its widest. And not for too long, you know, maybe just a couple of inches or so. And then, like I said, it's about, at its thinnest, it's about 8 1/4. Then it flares back out for the tail. But what a fun deck, feels great. Yeah, so got the core hollows, and you know, there is an improvement with the design as well. Let me grab the standard, and I'll just show you. There's like little differences. You can see here they got their differences with the cutout. The cutout's different, not the same. And like I said, the Kingpins, this thing is tall as hell, friggin' lurch. And you know, these are done really well, the right size, the right cut, and they're actually coated as well. These are more raw metal. These are coated, and they look really nice. But yeah, and they're like carved out more in the base plate. There's like, you know, they're carved a little bit more than the standards, and they're a little lighter. I don't have a scale for you guys to weight them, but I know they're a little lighter. They feel lighter in hand, especially the fact that these are 6.0s, these are 7.0s, the 7.0s. The one thing I don't like about the core truck in general is how they do it with sizing. You know, you got the 7.0s, like when they get to 6, once you get to 6, it jumps from 6 to 7. So to me, that's too big of a jump. You know, they're not really catering to these, you know, fish-shaped decks. You know, these 10-inch, 9 to 10-inch shaped decks, they're not really catering to that. It's hard to dial in, you know, because when I sized up the 7.0s to this deck, they stuck out, especially in the rear, way too far. It was probably a 1/2 inch at least on each side sticking out, and that's too much for my liking. So it's just, I don't like the look of it. I don't like the feel of it. So I went with the 6.0s, but I wish Core did a, you know, a 6.5, you know, like a 6.5, you know, with like a 9 1/4 from tip to tip axle. That's why I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get a pair of Indies because they have that. They have the 6.5s with the 1.69s. But you know what? I'll see. I don't know. These work well right now. I didn't take the board out, but I've been riding it in the house and stuff like that. Haven't really been out doing that much. The weather, it's been cold. But yeah, man. First time I gripped the board in like 25 years. And it's sloppy, but I didn't have the right stuff, guys. I had like dull. I cut the grip with like a dull, well, a sharp knife, but like that's like considered a dull razor. So, and like I cut it with like a scissors, like a little scissors. It was like a baby scissors. I was getting like an inch a cut, so it's a little sloppy, but it got the my intention was to accentuate, like just to complement the shape, you know, and that's where the flowing line comes from. But yeah, just a fun deck, and they can't be more different from one another too as far as the feel. That's why I love having these two setups. You know, it's just they're totally different feel, and it's a lot of fun. But core trucks, guys, I'm rambling. Core trucks, hollows, their improvements from their standards. Their standards are good, but their hollows are even better. And like I said, I just wish they would do an in-between size on the larger sizes. So go from 6, do at least the 6.5, and then the 7.0, which are those there. And that would be nice. But okay, so anyway, once again, went back with the cores, with the bones, hardcore bushings. They're my go-tos now, that's it. Paired them, mounted them up with the, like I said in my last video, it's important with the core trucks to take the top stock, throw it on the bottom, the smaller cup washer, remove the large stock cup washer from the bottom all together, put it on the side, and just use the stock Bones standard washer on top. This is the setup for the core trucks that I think works best with the Bones Hardcore. I explained in the other video how I had mediums at first and they were too soft, but they actually became doable once I installed them with the little washer cup on the bottom, giving it support. It made a difference from not having it under there. When I didn't have it under there, they were like not doable for me. They were not usable. And then once I put the little cup washer on the bottom, it changed it. It got everything out of the bushing and just it performed better because it was sitting totally on a hard surface, supportive surface. So it just works that way. So there you go. Once again, got the 3 milli risers. I love having these little rubber shock risers under here. I think it just makes all the sense in the world, you know. It just takes away a little vibration, you know, little extra height. This deck, I leave my trucks just slightly looser because it's more of a street cruiser style deck, you know, and that's where these puppies come in. I'm surprised you guys are not using these here. These are the Slimeball OG 54.5 millimeter 90A. And guys, I don't like a really soft wheel. I don't like a reboundy wheel, you know, like a wheel that feels bouncy, that gives you energy back at you up towards your feet. I don't like that feeling. I like to feel the ground. I usually like a harder wheel, but I got really nasty streets where I am and stuff. And when you get over that stuff, it really slows you down big time. So I wanted something just with a little bit more, you know, a little bit more give. These 90As feel amazing. I've been rolling in this house here. Can't wait to get out there, but they feel amazing. And they got an excellent, I mean, for a little wheel, look at this footprint. Like, look at the size of this footprint, you know? It's really nice. Feels really stable, really damn stable. And, you know, because the trucks just make it as far as, you know, they're not too narrow, but they're, you know, some people may say they may be narrowed for them. I think it's fun and it feels good. But these make up for stability right here, I believe, man, because that's a nice footprint for such a, you know, medium-sized wheel. And then once again, G2s, Bronsons, these things are like ice. I got 2 pairs, beautiful. They're silent. Like I said, these things are cranked down right now, guys. Cranked down. And they're silent. And they're smooth, man. And I want back to them. But if you want to achieve that, I believe you got to do what I did here. And you need spacers, which the Bronsons come with. So use them. Don't ditch them, use them. And also put speed rings on each side of the wheel. And you're going to get that beautiful, solid result. I can't stand that, you know, clanky sound when the wheel's loose. You know, when you don't have spacers or the speed rings and you got to like go a little this way, a little tiny bit that way, you know, a millimeter this way. Then it seizes, then you go that way, and then it's too loose. Now, with this, you crank them down, guys, and it's just, it's solid as a rock and smooth as silk. So, I mean, you know, they're nice and silent, too, and just $20. Can't go wrong. Back with the G2s. Got 1-inch stock hardware. This is just stock, like TGM, you know, regular hardware. 1-inch, perfect fit, you know. You don't want that ugly, you don't want like axles sticking up ugly. So it's nice and clean. And that's it, guys. Keeping it simple. You know, that's black diamond grip tape once again. My little custom job. You know, little fun little custom. And I like the black diamond because I don't like grippy grip tape. I can't stand. I like to shimmy my feet on the board and like slide them into position, and I don't like fighting with grip tape. So this grip comes not so coarse, and then it wears down really fast, which I love. So and becomes just how I like it. So yeah, man, the Moose Blank, guys, took up enough of your time. Time flies when I'm just grabbing my phone and winging it, going for it. So, but there you go, guys. It's my 2 setups. I love them both. I got some things to show, guys. I got a deck coming that's like my holy grail, and I can't wait to do a video unveiling that bad boy. And I got another one inside right now as we speak that I always wanted. A deck that I always wanted, never got it until now. I was really excited.